All right, now we have a yearly favorite, big fan favorite, the Professor Fashion Show. We're gonna roll them out.
Two more professors. All right. First up, we have Amber Wyatt. Amber is the coordinator of student housing and Roslyn Franklin University. She is a black belt in karate.
We also have Brian Rausch. Brian is the coordinator of student life. He advises all student organizations, provides leadership training for all student groups, and assists in the implementation of the Franklin Fellows Program, which is a community service initiative that serves the North Chicago and Waukegan areas. Brian and his wife Maggie most recently had a baby boy in October named...
Next up, we have Dr. Jeanette Morrison. Dr. Morrison is a Senior Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Education. She's been married for almost 25 years to her husband Dave, who was a medical school classmate. They met on the first day of their first M1 exam and got married 2 weeks after graduation.
We also have Dr. Chandragupta Vedak. Dr. Vedak is the community mentor for the Finkel House of CMS Class of 2020 and is a clinical associate professor of psychiatry. He was so head over heels in love with his wife, Namita, that he married her 3 times in 1 month.
And finally, we have Dr. James Record. Dr. Record is the Dean of Chicago Medical School. He is descendant of Robert Record, the Welsh physician and mathematician who created the equal sign and introduced algebra to the English-speaking world.
Next, we'll have Dr. Barbara Bertel. Dr. Bertel is a professor in cell biology and anatomy, the cell biology and anatomy departments at CMS. She teaches histology and CMCB. She was at Woodstock back in 1989.
Next, we have Dr. Michael Fenewald. Dr. Fenewald is the Associate Professor for Microbiology and Immunology and teaches medical, podiatry, pharmacy, and graduate students. He graduated with an English major at Carleton College before switching into microbiology.
We also have Dr. Charles McCormick. Dr. McCormick is a professor of physiology and biophysics at Chicago Medical School. He grew up as a farm boy in southern Wisconsin. While a student at Carroll College in Waukesha, Wisconsin, he lettered in wrestling in the 130-pound weight class all 4 years.
Next up, we have Dr. Kathy Patel. Dr. Patel is an assistant professor for pharmacy practice department at the College of Pharmacy. She teaches chronic disease, pharmacotherapy to COP and PA students. She advises and precepts students at the ICC clinic and also precepts students at the Aurora Medical Center in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Dr. Patel was born and brought up in India. She completed the first year of pharmacy education before moving to the United States.
We also have Dr. Hector Risgato Flores. Dr. Risgato is an associate at the Department of Physiology and Biophysics. He is a composer, and he has composed a symphony about human physiology and a suite for piano about the chemical elements.
And finally, we have Dr. Gordon Pullen. Dr. Pullen is the CMS Assistant Dean for Basic Science Education and teaches cardiac pharmacology and diuretics. He grew up in Nigeria and has childhood friends living in Switzerland, France, and New Zealand. He married his high school sweetheart in Michigan, and they just celebrated their 39th year of marriage. They have 3 kids and 3 grandkids.
Awesome! Let's give it up for our professor!
Right.